If you are watching this, please do comment, like, subscribe, join the notification gang, hit the notification bell, get notifications every and any time I post. Thank you, I appreciate it, and I'm out. What is up, YouTube? It is showtime. Back with another video, and in today's video, I'll be going some of the most overrated badges in NBA 2K21 current gen. Now, I've been trying to brainstorm some new video ideas. It's important that I try and keep everything fresh and new for you guys, and I thought, why not do a series of some of the most underrated, some of the most overrated, and maybe some of the best and some of the worst badges in NBA 2K21 current gen. So the first video I'll be starting off with is the most overrated badges. When I say badges, like badges that you really don't need. I'll also be doing a series on badges that you can use on bronze, badges that you can use on silver, just a bunch of badge videos, because I think it's important that you guys get a good understanding of what each badge does. A lot of people are just throwing on badges that they don't even know what it does. I have a clear understanding of what most badges do. I've tested out most badges throughout the months of this game being out, so this is me just kind of explaining to you guys, breaking down some badges that you guys need and some of the ones that you guys don't need. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Once again, this is a video on some of the most overrated badges in NBA 2K21, and we'll get straight into today's video. So the first badge we're going to be going over is Brick Wall Hall of Fame. Now, Brick Wall as a badge, I think it's very overrated. I remember there being a time when I was playing the game and I had Brick Wall Hall of Fame, and I had a good friend of mine, shout out Silly K, go check him out on Twitch and all that good stuff. Shout out Silly K, good friend of mine, really good center that I know, Comp Stage Center. He actually he was the one that taught me about this one. I used to have my Brick Wall Hall. I still do have my Brick Wall Hall of Fame for reasons that I can explain later in the video. But Brick Wall is a very overrated badge. I feel like most people make it a mandatory badge in current gen. In next gen, it is very needed. In this is current gen. You can use this badge on bronze. Legitimately, you will have the same screen animations with this badge on bronze. Now, you really don't need a Hall of Fame, and I'll explain to you why. So if you read the definition of Brick Wall, it states that it'll help you set better screens, and it'll also drain the physical abilities of the player you hit the screen with. So when you have it on Hall of Fame, when you have it on bronze, your ability to set screens is not affected. What's affected is your ability to drain their stamina when you hit them with the screen. So let's say I have it on bronze and I hit someone with a screen. Your screens will hit the exact same way it was on Hall of Fame. But the only thing is, it will drain less stamina when the screen does hit. If you have it on Hall of Fame, it'll drain a lot of stamina, and it'll also have a good screen animation. So I think as a whole, this badge, Brick Wall Hall of Fame, it could be very overrated. Why I put this number one on my list is because everybody feels like it's a badge you must have, when in reality it's extremely overrated, and you can excel with this badge on bronze, and you can actually use other badge upgrades. You can save yourself some badge upgrades and end up making your player some sort of a demigod, because you have very all-around badges. So if you feel as if you don't want it Hall of Fame, you really don't need to have it Hall of Fame. You can use it on bronze. There was a point where I was a 60 overall center or 80 overall center, and I was using a bronze, and it didn't change my screens. So once again, number one, I do think that Brick Wall Hall of Fame is a very overrated badge. Now, the second most underrated badge for you guys is Deadeye. Now, Deadeye as a badge is a good one. It's not a terrible badge, but it is very overrated, and I feel as if I see a lot of guards wasting their badge upgrades on Deadeye, and a lot of them are not using Deadeye, and here's why. So as you guys know, Deadeye, it helps you when someone is closing out. So for those of you guys who don't know what closeout shots is, say you are shooting and someone is trying to recover. So say you're shooting and someone's all the way at the free throw line and you're all the way at the corner, and they run from the free throw line to the corner and jump at you. That is a closeout shot. It is contested because they have jumped at you, and Deadeye contributes to that. Now, the thing with Deadeye is it is more for people who are taking contested shots. More of the time, guards take open shots. Not often do you see guards taking dumb contested shots. You guys are always looking to get good, open, high percentage shots. Deadeye is used more for sharps, people who play corner, people who will get baited. When you're a guard, you have screens, so all the shots that you're taking for the most part will be open. And because they're open, you really will not need Deadeye. Deadeye is really more for sharps, locks, people taking contested shots. You won't need it if you're shooting open shots for the most part. So if anything, I would use this badge on bronze. I have put this on my list as one of the most overrated. A lot of people that are not taking contested shots have this badge on Hall of Fame, and I can tell you guys it is a waste of a badge to have it on Hall of Fame if you're not shooting a lot of contested shots. So to all my guards out there, consider using it on bronze or silver. It's a badge that's good enough to be used there. You will not need it Hall of Fame. And we'll move on to the next most overrated badge in NBA 2K21. Now, another very overrated badge in NBA 2K21 is Unpluckable. Now, Unpluckable is a very well-known overrated badge. I feel like a lot of people know this. Some of you may not, so I felt it was necessary to put it on this list. Now, what Unpluckable does is it'll decrease your chances of getting stripped, you being the ball handler, and there's not a whole lot of truth to the definition of what the badge says it does. So as you guys know, Unpluckable isn't a very good badge. It's not very reliable. It can be a kind of a liability to have it on Hall of Fame because it really does not work on Hall of Fame. It is kind of the same way on next gen. I feel as if it is the same way. It works as a badge. I'm not going to say it's completely useless. I think you should at least have it on silver or gold. A lot of people put it on gold. Some people still put it Hall of Fame. It's up to you. I still feel as if it's like an overrated badge that you really do not need to have on Hall of Fame. So for those of you who have it on Hall of Fame, maybe consider dropping it down to the gold or the silver level. Some people put it bronze. I wouldn't blame you if you put it bronze. It works just the same on bronze. It will not make the difference. If I were you personally, I'd probably go silver or gold. Leave it Hall of Fame if that's what you want. At the end of the day, it's about what you guys want to do, but it's still a very overrated badge that a lot of people waste their badge upgrades on, having it Hall of Fame. It can be very frustrating to have Unpluckable Hall of Fame and get plucked. I've seen scenarios where people get plucked maybe 3 possessions in a row with Unpluckable Hall of Fame. It varies. It's all different for everyone. Some people maybe like it, some people don't. I still think that Hall of Fame is a little bit too much. Maybe drop it down to the silver, gold, and if you really want to save yourself some badge points, maybe consider dropping it down to the bronze level. Another very overrated badge in NBA 2K21 would be Ankle Breaker. This badge almost doesn't work. Now, I don't know if all of you guys know, there is a YouTuber that goes by the name of G-Man, Balls Crackhead. He's a well-known dribbler. He's known for being one of the best dribblers, and he himself has almost stopped playing the game due to how bad ankle breakers are. You can say the same in next gen. It's gotten better in next gen for sure. There was a patch that kind of addressed that. There was also patches on current gen to address ankle breaker. On current gen, it doesn't seem to be as good. Ankle breaker, it is a very overrated badge. If you do have this badge on Hall of Fame, I suggest that you take it off. If you have it on anything, take it off. If you want to leave it on bronze, that's fine. If you have this badge period, I wouldn't suggest you keep this badge on. This badge is very faulty. It doesn't work. It's almost as if it's non-existent. You really do not need ankle breaker at all. With screens and your ability to just dribble well, you should be able to shake off defenders and get yourself open. The ankle breaker animations, it's kind of like a depression. And before 2Ks, like for example 2K17, 2K16, we love to see ankle breakers. We were seeing ankle breaker animations like it was nothing. We were seeing people get drop broken. It was a whole lot of fun to dribble. Throughout the years, it seemed like this badge has gotten continually worse, and it is kind of at its breaking point right now on current gen. On next gen, it is a lot better, I can say. Ankle breaker was buffed a whole lot, but for now on current gen, ankle breaker isn't saying a whole lot, so I wouldn't suggest you put it on. If you want to, that's fine, but I feel like you can save yourself badge upgrades, and that is why I have put the ankle breaker badge on my list as one of the most overrated badges. And last but not least, definitely one of the more overrated badges in the game would be Box. Now, what Box does as a badge is it helps you in your box out abilities. Now, you really do not need this badge at all. I think I'd put it at bronze or silver. I've seen people use none at all. Personally, I use it Hall of Fame. I have my reasons. I just don't have anything else to put the upgrades on. I have like 30 badges, so I just said why not. And I want my job to be able to get as much boards as possible. If I'm being honest, and if you guys want to be frugal, you guys could use this badge on bronze and silver, and it would work just as well. Box isn't a huge badge. Isn't a major badge. It won't really. It's still I wouldn't say completely useless. You can still get boards if you don't have the badge. I wouldn't stress it too much. If you do have Box Hall of Fame, feel free to leave it there, because me myself, I do use it Hall of Fame, so I don't blame you at all. If you want to save yourself some badge upgrades and maybe use some other badges like Trap, or try under new badges or whatever, or make some other badges Hall of Fame, I would probably go box silver or bronze. If you want gold, I see a lot of people go gold. My final view on the box badges, use it silver. Silver or gold, I'd probably go silver, and you should be good enough. You'll still get the same amount of boards you would with the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be too worried about box. Yeah, definitely go silver or gold. If you have it Hall of Fame and you want to keep it there, feel free to. It's up to you. And that's really it for all the overrated badges on NBA 2K21. If you guys did enjoy this video, I just want to ask that each and every one of you guys please do like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notifications every and any time I post. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that are continually tuning in, supporting me and my channel and this journey, the growth. We have officially hit 2,000 subscribers just the other day, so I want to thank you guys once again. Let me know how you guys like this series. Do you guys like this series of the most underrated, overrated badges? I will be continuing this series. I'll also be trying some story times and some new other content for you guys. Just let me know how you guys like this. Any feedback I'll be taking. Once again, thank you guys. Have a Merry Christmas. Well, late Merry Christmas, belated Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year's. I'll be posting on New Year's if anything. I don't think anything will stop me from posting on New Year's, so I'll see you guys on New Year's. Take care of yourself, and I'm out.